It's Aloha Tuesday. Big races this Saturday. What? Oh! And it's breakfast with Bob. Cheer.
Thank you, Poncho Man. Welcome back to Breakfast with Bob, St. George edition. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by Master Spa, Zion's Bank, Quintana Roo, Form Smart Swim, Goggles, Clash Endurance, Premium Plus Sports, and, of course, our Challenged Athletes Foundation, the Ironman Texas champion from, 2 days ago. Jocelyn McCauley joined us. Yeah.
Yes.
9 days.
Yeah.
Are you a crazy woman?
That's that's way back when now.
It was 2.4, 112, 26.2. And you're doing it again 9 days later.
Well, yeah, 2 weeks. There were 2 weeks between them. That's a lifetime. 2 weeks is a lifetime. So.
Have you found that you do well when you do go back to back?
I think that a lot of us were forced to last year with COVID, and it just shortened our season. And then I had a baby a year ago. So
Now, were you the only mom in the pro field?
Here, that's a good question.
be.
Where's Thorsten?
Yeah, I'll find out. I'll check on that. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely not the only parent. There's Sebastian Kinley. There's lots of dads out there, Ben Hoffman.
No, moms.
But moms, I know, because we have a harder life.
A little bit. And wait, how long ago did you have your second one?
14 months now. Yeah.
14 months. And how long after your second one did you come back and race?
5 months.
And how'd you do?
Well, I did bad in Boulder. I'm 70.3 Boulder. And so then I flew over, and talking about going back to back, I did Ironman Finland the week later.
Yes.
So international travel and then Finland, and I got second there. And so that actually is what got me my slot for this race.
Nice.
So.
And then you also in 2021, you got fourth in Ironman Florida.
Yeah, and that was a week after breaking my wrist. So
I remember seeing you in a cast.
Yeah, I had a thumb spica is what they're called. So I broke 2 bones in my wrist and tore a ligament. I hadn't fully known at the time what was wrong with it. We knew something was broken, but we didn't know fully what was wrong. And the orthopedics were like, go race, have fun. You're not going to do anything that we can't fix. So I said,
just don't fall off your bike.
Well, even that, it would have been,
game,
yeah. And so I went and I had fun, and I ended the season on my own terms and on my own, time schedule, which is, I think, as an athlete, we have control issues sometimes.
You think?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I had to finish the season how I wanted.
And you did.
I did.
And then you started this one with that Ironman Texas win. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. It was super fun to be able to have my family at the finish line. And I didn't realize this until a couple of days ago that Ironman Texas is my first win on U.S. soil. Everything else has been international.
It has been. You're right.
Yeah, so
that is wild.
It was, I wish that I had known that as I finished the race to savor that, in a little bit. But, I can savor it now.
You can savor it whenever the heck you want.
Exactly.
That is great. Now, how old is your first one?
She's 9 now. She turned 9 the day after Ironman Texas. And so the poor girl, Ironman Texas is always around her birthday.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's on her birthday. And so she just had to go with the flow with this. And the family that has become a family to me out there, the Quins, actually, they made her an ice cream cake, and they threw her a party the next day. It was so cute. It was to honor her and give her time. And so, it was a lot of fun.
And when you did, the last time you did Texas, was that when you let off the bike?
To Danila Ryf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the 4-time Ironman world champion, 5-time 70.3 world champion. Danila Ryf, I let her off the bike.
Yeah. I was pretty stoked with that. Talking about, again, back-to-back races, I guess. That year in 2019, I did Ironman Texas, let her off the bike, got second there by a stinking minute and a half, and then came over here to St. George. And did the half in St. George a week later. It was 1 week later, which was really rough. I don't even remember. I think I got 7th there. I'm not positive. So, but it was the North American Championship, 70.3. And
yes.
So, you know what? St. George is kind of on the way home. So I said, why not?
Why not? What the hell? And it's a flat and fast course. So
super. Yeah.
And there's no wind or anything.
Nothing.
Yes. So
you know what?
I don't even know if it counts as an Ironman because it's short and there's really nothing going on. So it's all downhill, I think.
That makes it easier, actually, to do back-to-back is what I think. Because I think when you're going back-to-back races, going and doing a faster thing next is actually really hard. Because you have that fatigue in your legs, and you can go at this Ironman pace. You can go at this like aerobic pace.
Yeah.
But anything above it is like just a little more challenging.
Right.
Because you have so much fatigue in your legs. And so I think St. George is a perfect course to do back to back. I think going Texas after this would have been more rough and hard,
Right.
even though it's the world championship. It takes some pressure off too, like mentally. Like I have a Kona slot this year that I got in Texas, so check that box, and then just people are writing me off because I did an Ironman 2 weeks ago, and
You know what? I think people are changing their perspective because I remember a couple years ago when Ben Hoffman and Joe Skipper, who both finished like fourth and sixth in Kona, something like that, went to Florida with maybe 3 weeks?
Yeah.
And both of them ran in the 2:30s and had a
Right.
phenomenal race.
Yeah.
And I think Ben was saying that he had done Kona one year and then did Arizona. He said there was too much time in between because then the fatigue
That's
sets
true.
in and you
Yeah.
feel like you got to start training again.
you got to like build back up.
Right,
Yeah.
where you feel like you're there and you just got to recover
Yeah.
and then pack up and keep the bike in the bag and then just go.
Exactly. I think 2 weeks is actually the very perfect turnaround.
Because it's a
for me.
full 2 week recovery.
Yeah, it is. And so, and you just got a fitness boost from your last Ironman.
Right.
And so, I think Ben's going to do great this weekend as well. So.
And you got nothing to lose. You're playing with house money. You just won in Texas.
Exactly. Someone else said those exact same words, and so it's funny you use that because I really have nothing to lose. I actually reposted that story that Sam posted about his crash and everything, and he said, this does shift the landscape of my
It changes
mental.
from, I gotta
my
win,
mental
win
landscape.
till.
Exactly, and I think that's what Ironman Texas has done for me, and what I was hoping that it would do for me is it just shifts that mental landscape, and it shifts that mental landscape for other people to write me off, which
You like.
I love. I'd rather be the underdog. As seen in 2019 Texas, I love the underdog. So, yeah.
Well, I don't think you're an underdog.
Well, thanks.
But we'll give you that. Congratulations on Texas.
Thanks.
And so any more kids coming up that are you going to.
Bob.
Hey, come on. Any more kids than 2 races in a row, another kid, 2 races in a row? What do you.
Don't let my husband hear that. He's going to get some ideas.
Love it. And thank you
Please no.
for my cupcake. Pancho, where's my
Yeah.
cupcake? Hey, bring
It's
that over.
over there. Yeah.
Ah, it was so
homemade
nice.
cupcake.
Look what Jocelyn brought me for my birthday.
Saying him happy birthday, Sam.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look at from Jocelyn. Here we
You
go.
ready, Jocelyn? Here we go.
Let's do
Oh, okay.
Happy
Birthday
birthday
to you. Happy
birthday
birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday to you.
Pancho Man.
Don't break the
Jocelyn, you're the
microphone.
best.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. See ya.